For over 100 millennia, the galactic community operated under a simple but absolute principle. Faster-than-light travel was only possible through hyperlanes, the human anomaly breaking the laws of physics. Hyperlanes, vast streams of stable space-time corridors, were created and maintained by ancient alien civilizations, long before most modern species had even evolved. The Galactic Concord strictly controlled access, ensuring that travel and trade remained under the domain of the elder species. Without hyperlanes, interstellar travel was effectively impossible. At least that's what everyone believed. Then, humanity arrived. A species barely a few centuries into spaceflight, with no access to hyperlane infrastructure, should have been stranded in their home system for millennia. Instead, within a single century, human ships were appearing everywhere, outside hyperlane exits, in deep space, in places where no ship should have been able to go. The other races demanded answers. The humans just shrugged. It works. Part 1. The science that shouldn't work. The known rules of FTL travel. The galactic community had long established that faster-than-light travel was governed by strict physics. Hyperlanes were necessary. The manipulation of dark matter and space-time created natural corridors that could safely ferry ships between stars. Without them, faster-than-light travel would result in immediate destruction. Faster-than-light requires stabilization fields. Energy-intensive gravity wells had to be created around ships to prevent them from tearing themselves apart under superluminal speeds. Drift deviation was a constant risk. Without precise navigational calculations based on hyperlane markers, ships would be lost in deep space or torn apart by space-time fluctuations. Humanity's impossible solution. Humanity, lacking access to hyperlane networks, had to invent their own solutions. Their method was simple, crude, and completely baffling to alien physicists: brute force quantum tunneling. Instead of using hyperlanes, human ships simply jumped from one point in space to another by forcibly collapsing their probability waveform into a new location. This method should have been unstable, except it wasn't. Localized reality distortion fields. Human ships used quantum resonance fields to force space-time into temporary soft zones, allowing ships to enter and exit FTL without catastrophic drift. Self-correcting AI navigation. Advanced AI computational models allowed human ships to make micro-adjustments in real time, preventing them from being lost in deep space. FTL on demand. Unlike hyperlane-based FTL, which required precise entry and exit points, human ships could jump from anywhere to anywhere, rendering traditional strategic choke points obsolete. When pressed for details, human scientists simply admitted, "We don't fully understand why it works, but it does." Part 2. The Galactic Panic, the first incident. The first time human ships arrived outside a Concorde-controlled hyperlane gate, it was assumed to be a fluke. The second time it was alarming. By the time human fleets began appearing in classified military sectors, the entire galactic community was in full-scale panic. The Galactic Concorde convened an emergency summit. Humanity was given an ultimatum: turn over their faster-than-light technology immediately. Submit to full oversight by the Concorde's scientific authority. Cease all unsanctioned faster-than-light travel. The humans laughed. Good luck enforcing that. When the Concorde attempted to blockade Earth's system, human ships simply jumped past them, appearing in places the blockading fleet could never reach. The realization hit. Humanity had just made every known galactic military doctrine obsolete. Part 3. The weaponization of the impossible, a new era of warfare. With FTL technology completely untethered from hyperlane control, humanity developed entirely new military tactics. Strategic deep strikes human fleets could appear inside fortified systems, bypassing every layer of planetary defense. Instant reinforcements. Instead of relying on weeks-long hyperlane routes, human ships could deploy entire fleets within hours. Hit-and-run warfare enemy fleets could no longer track or predict human movements. Entire wars were fought with ghost fleets that struck without warning and vanished before counterattacks could form. Zero choke points. Every species had structured their defenses around controlling hyperlane exits. Humanity ignored them completely, appearing where they were least expected. The ultimate terror, the reality fracture bomb. In their final demonstration of power, humanity unveiled a new weapon, the reality fracture bomb. Utilizing the same quantum tunneling technology as their faster-than-light drives, these bombs forcefully destabilize space-time at localized points, creating black hole-like effects that collapsed anything within range. With this, humanity proved they could not only travel anywhere, but erase entire fleets and stations from existence before an enemy could react. Part 4. The surrender of the Conquered, the Concord's realization. At last, the Concorde accepted a horrifying truth. They had no leverage over humanity anymore. The hyperlane system, once the backbone of the Galactic Order, was now completely irrelevant. Every strategic doctrine, every military protocol, every trade regulation, it was all meaningless in the face of humanity's ability to be anywhere, at any time, with no warning. The New Order. With no other choice, the Galactic Concorde offered full diplomatic recognition to humanity, effectively surrendering their monopoly on faster-than-light travel. But humanity didn't demand conquest. Instead, they made a simple deal. Abolish hyperlane gate monopolies. Share all faster-than-light research with other civilizations. Ensure no species was ever again restricted from exploring the stars. And so, with a smirk and a handshake, humanity rewrote the laws of the galaxy. Epilogue, the new frontier. The Galactic Order had been permanently altered. Humanity's unrestricted faster-than-light technology, once dismissed as impossible, had now become the foundation of a new era. The age of true exploration. For the first time in recorded history, species could travel anywhere, unrestricted by hyperlanes or Concorde oversight. The galaxy, once segmented and ruled by old political strongholds, was now a free and open frontier. Colonization efforts accelerated at an unprecedented rate, and lost civilizations that had been inaccessible for millennia were suddenly rediscovered. Entire generations of explorers, traders, and scientists leaped at the opportunity, with humanity at the forefront. Formerly forgotten worlds, abandoned for their lack of hyperlane access, were revived and reintegrated into interstellar society. New alliances were formed, bound not by force but by the sheer possibilities that free travel provided. The Galactic Concorde, once the supreme authority in interstellar affairs, struggled to remain relevant. The monopoly it had wielded for over 100,000 years was shattered overnight. The economic elite, whose entire financial empire had been built around hyperlane taxation, found themselves obsolete. Military strongholds designed to enforce control over hyperlane routes became worthless as battlefronts moved into the uncharted unknown. Some conquered member states accepted the change willingly, integrating into the new era with humanity as an equal partner. Others, clinging to their old ways, attempted to resist, only to find themselves strategically outmaneuvered at every turn. Their fleets reliant on hyperlane tactics were bypassed entirely. Their financial infrastructure, built around hyperlane commerce, collapsed as interstellar trade routes diversified beyond their reach. Despite their newfound power, humanity refused to claim dominion over the galaxy. Instead, they established the Stellar Accord, an open-source repository of all known FTL advancements, ensuring no species would ever again be locked out of space travel. What had once been a privilege of the elite was now a universal right. Other species, recognizing the sheer magnitude of what humanity had done, began viewing them not as disruptors, but as trailblazers. The title, the Starborn, became synonymous with humans, marking them as the ones who had opened the gates of the cosmos. Yet even in this age of triumph, one mystery remained. Why did it work? Scientists across the galaxy still could not fully comprehend humanity's method of faster-than-light travel. The quantum resonance field shouldn't have been stable, the probability tunneling should have caused catastrophic rifts, and yet, it functioned flawlessly. Some theorize that humanity's collective subconscious shaped probability itself, bending reality through sheer force of will. Others believe that some unknown cosmic force had favored their species, granting them an ability that no others could replicate. A few whispered of an ancient secret hidden deep within human evolution, something that had always been within them, waiting for the right moment to manifest. But when asked, humanity simply smiled and said, "It works." With unrestricted faster-than-light travel now available to all, the galaxy entered a new era. Exploration exploded overnight, with species reaching systems once deemed unreachable. The old power structures crumbled, as military and economic strategies had to be completely rethought. Humanity, once an upstart race, was now the undisputed pioneers of the new interstellar age. And when asked how they had accomplished this impossible feat, the answer remained the same: